For more than 3,000 years, one story has stood as the ultimate warning about deception, pride, and misplaced trust. A massive wooden horse, a city celebrating victory, and an enemy hiding in plain sight. But here's the real question no one seems to ask anymore. Did the Trojan horse actually exist, or was it all just a myth? Tonight, we uncover the truth behind one of history's most famous legends. The story begins with the Trojan War, a brutal conflict said to have lasted 10 long years. According to ancient Greek tradition, the war started when Paris of Troy abducted Helen, the wife of the Spartan king, Menelaus. In response, the Greeks launched a massive invasion to bring Helen back and punish Troy. For years, the Greeks tried everything: sieges, assaults, and strategies, but the city of Troy refused to fall. Then came the idea that would change everything. A brilliant Greek strategist proposed building a giant wooden horse as a supposed offering to the gods. The Greek army pretended to retreat, leaving the horse behind on the battlefield. Inside the horse, elite Greek soldiers hid silently, waiting. Despite warnings from Trojan priests and citizens, the horse was dragged inside the city walls as a symbol of victory. That night, while Troy slept, the soldiers emerged, opened the city gates, and Troy was destroyed from within. A perfect deception. A flawless victory. Or was it? As dramatic as that tale sounds, there's a major problem. The Trojan horse story does not come from historical records. It comes from epic poems. The earliest detailed accounts appear in Homer's Odyssey and later in Virgil's Aeneid, works written centuries after the supposed events. These were not history books. They were storytelling epics, designed to entertain, inspire, and teach moral lessons. There are no eyewitness accounts, no official records, no physical proof, and that raises an uncomfortable question. If the Trojan horse was real, where is the evidence? In the late 1800s, archaeologists uncovered the ruins of an ancient city at Hisarlik, in modern-day Turkey. Many scholars believe this site is the real Troy. Excavations revealed something fascinating. The city shows signs of violent destruction, including fire, collapsed walls, and human remains. So yes, a Trojan War likely did happen. But there is one thing archaeologists have never found: any trace of a massive wooden horse. No fragments, no carvings, no records. Which leads historians to believe the Trojan horse may not have been literal at all. Many experts now believe the Trojan horse was symbolic, not physical. One popular theory suggests the horse represented a siege engine, possibly a large battering ram or mobile tower used to breach Troy's defenses. These were often covered in wet animal hides to protect them from fire and from a distance. With a bit of imagination, one might look like a large animal. The story of soldiers inside could have been a poetic way of describing the machine that carried them to victory. Another theory points to earthquakes. In ancient Greek belief, horses were sacred to Poseidon, the god of the sea and earthquakes. He was even called the Earthshaker. Interestingly, the destruction layer at Troy shows signs consistent with seismic activity. Could the horse have symbolized an earthquake that weakened the city's walls, allowing the Greeks to finally break through? It's a fascinating idea, divine intervention disguised as a gift. Or was it something else entirely? Another possibility is far simpler and far more realistic. The Trojan horse may represent a military deception, a classic ruse. Perhaps Greek soldiers infiltrated Troy disguised as civilians, prisoners, or traitors. Maybe they hid in supply wagons or bribed a gatekeeper. Over time, this clever, multi-part strategy may have been simplified and transformed into a single, powerful image, a horse hiding warriors inside. Legends grow, stories evolve, and powerful symbolism often replaces complicated reality. But why a horse? Why not a bull or a lion? In the ancient world, horses symbolized power, war, and nobility. Troy itself was famous for its horses. Homer even calls the Trojans horse tamers. By choosing a horse, the story became emotionally powerful, something audiences could remember and retell for generations. The horse wasn't just a trick, it was a warning, a symbol of Troy's own strength being turned against it. Whether it was real, symbolic, or a metaphor, the Trojan horse carries a message that has survived for thousands of years. It warns us about trusting appearances, ignoring warnings from those who see things differently, and celebrating victory too soon. Even today, the term Trojan horse is used in cybersecurity to describe hidden threats disguised as harmless software. The story lives on not because it's necessarily factual, but because it's deeply meaningful. So, was the Trojan horse real? There is no evidence of a giant wooden horse, but there is strong evidence of a real war, a real city, and its violent destruction. This means the truth likely lies somewhere in between. The Trojan horse was probably not a literal object, but a legend born from real events, shaped by imagination, symbolism, and time. A myth built on a foundation of truth. History isn't always about facts carved in stone. Sometimes it's about the stories we tell and the lessons we choose to remember. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient mysteries, subscribe for more history, legends, and untold truths. Because sometimes the most dangerous things aren't what we see, but what we believe. Thanks for watching.